Hello guys, my name is Carlos Dominguez and I'm doing a presentation for my software engineering class. In this presentation, I will be talking about a software management tool called ToPlan. ToPlan has a website called toplan.com, which is the main page that you go to use any of their tools. ToPlan is divided into three different softwares, which are ToPlan Desktop, ToPlan Team, and Work Together. To plan desktop and work together are going to be what I'm going to be emphasizing on because it has to do with the class that I'm taking. In this case, work together is a Scrum board task management system, and to plan desktop is a project management tool. So first I will be talking about work together, how to work with it, and then I'll go to plan desktop. To go to work together, we just go to the tab on top of the page called work together. Then we have to click on create your free board here, and then it'll ask you either to log in if you already have an account or to create a free account if you don't. If you don't have a free account, you go to create a free account and then you register, put in the information. The system is gonna send an email to your email account or the email account that you put in here for you to confirm your registration. Once you do, you can go back and log in. In this case, I don't need to create a free account because I already have one, and I'm just going to log in into mine and go from there. I'm here inside my account, and you can see that I have a button called Add Project. This is the button that I use to create a new project, and we are going to create a new project for you to see how to work it out. You have to put the name of the project. In this case, let's say it's called Make a Web Page, and we're going to start today, and it's gonna end in 2 weeks. So I'm going to say that the effort unit is story points because it's very related to my class. There are other options down here. There are swim lanes, priorities, and story point types. I recommend you to leave them as they are. So let's create our project. In this case, as you can see, I had another project created already, and this is the project that we just created. First, I have to say that you have activities up here. Every time you do something or someone does something related to your projects, it's gonna reflect in the activities. If someone says something about a task, it's gonna reflect in the discussions. And when you invite people to your project, you're going to be able to see them all here. To invite people to your project, you just click on invite people, and this is the windows that you're going to see. You just put the email of the person, and then you assign the type of responsibility the person has. In this case, you have project manager, team member, and guest. So I'm not going to invite no one now, but you already know how to do it. So now let's go to open board, and this is the main board for the work together to plan software. In this board, you have issues. Per each issue, you can add many different tasks. So let's make an example. An issue could be something like create a front page. Then for this issue, you can create different tasks. Let's say a task is gonna be create logo for front page. You can put a description. Logo needs to be green, and you can assign it to the different users. Right now, I only have one user, which is myself, but you could assign it to other users if you had invited them before. So you save it, and this is the card that you have for that task. That card you can move it wherever you think fit within the table. You can add more cards, um, create markup for the front page, and then you can put it in progress. You can add more issues, check system security, and then for this issue, you can add a task. Um, Cookies are well created, and then so as you can see, this works mainly as a whiteboard concept in Agile. Now we also besides this dashboard, we also have a backlog table which gives you a little bit more detail on what's going on. These are the different issues that you had. Now you can open the issues to see the different tasks assigned to those issues and the various states of it, as well as who is it assigned to. This is the other issue that we created. And we also have the backlog mind map, which divides the things that we have to do into different sites. And now we're going to home. That's basically what we have to know about work together. It's very simple, and I believe that it would work for for a simple project. So now we're going to go to Plan Desktop. To go to Plan Desktop, we have to go back to the main page, to plan.com, and then we go on the tab to Plan Desktop. In here, you have the option to download the software for the different operating system. In this case, I have Windows. If you have any operating systems, any other ones, such as Linux or Mac, I know that they also have software for them. But you download basically the applications in Windows. I do not have to install anything. I'm not sure about the other operating systems, but once I download it, I just open the executable and the program is open. So now we're going to go and see the program itself. So this is the program itself. I'm going to show you now how to create a new project and how to manage and add things to that project. So first we go to System, New, Other. I recommend you to go to Other, New Plan, New to Plan Project. Effort driven, that's fine. When are we going to start the project name? I'm going to say that it's create a website and it's starting today. I'm going to enable teams and roles. You later are going to see what that is. Finish. And now I already create my project. I'm gonna set it active since you can have different projects and you can be working on different projects at the same time. To be able to see your projects items, you have to set them active. So I'm setting this project active, and this is what I have at the beginning of the project. So what do I have to do now? I do have to in PSP create the different items that are going to be done within the project. So I'm going to add work package, and then this work package in the business editor I can modify it and put it's going to be my sprint one. Now I'm going to add another one. Work package sprint two, and so on and so forth. You can just keep adding them, and I'm going to create a task within Sprint 1 or user story if you like to create to call it user stories, and then from the user stories you can also create the different tasks. It's just a system that looks like a folder system. So you can create a sprint, then the user story for that sprint, and then maybe that sprint has more than one user story. Within that user story, you can create the different tasks. You can pretty much do anything that you like with it. So let's say that in this sprint one, I'm going to create a front page. Okay, create front page. Also, I'm going to add word package. I'm going to create database mock, oh, sorry, mockup. And like that, you can create many other things. So now you can create something under this that is called create logo and so on and so forth. So basically, we have four different tabs that are really useful in this software, which is work breakdown structure. In this work breakdown structure, I recommend you to the type of this uh, items. I put them manually because it allows me to make any kind of changes that I want. So now everything is manual. I can also add a start and finish date to it if I like. So that's pretty normal and it looks like any of the other software that we have seen so far. Also, I'm gonna leave this one for the end. Also, you have the graphic WBS, which gives you a graphical idea of how are the different tasks at the end. Um, and the business object editor that we have been working with. In the Gantt chart table, which is what I think is great about this system, you have the sprint and then you have the different tasks. In this task, you can specify the duration or the length of the tasks, but you already have right here up here sprint 1, then create from page, and then create logo, which is a task from there, and then create database mock is from sprint 1. But now if I move this, you can see that this belonging to sprint 1 stays, and I can increase the duration, and you can see easily how graphical these tools becomes because I can move tasks back and forth and it will adjust to it. Like if I say, okay, sprint 2 is gonna start this day now, it just starts that day. And then this task WP, which it's what it comes originally with the system, it's gonna last for a week. It's just gonna last for a week. And also, if you come to the Project Explorer, you can move different tasks to different places. Like this WP, I can put it inside this folder, and now the WP is here and it's not there. So uh, you probably have to adjust whatever needs adjusting, but that's basically how it works. So now this is sprint 2 because it doesn't have anything under yet, it just became a task. It's not assigned to any day specifically, although in the business object editor you can assign a starting date to that. This is very visual. You can move it to whatever you need to move it, and you can do basically whatever you need with it. So also, if you want to close and see a better view of this, you see that you're gonna have now sprint 1 and sprint 2. If you open sprint 1, this is what is inside sprint 1, but this is a task that has something inside, so you open it again and you have something else. Also, if you open the editor on the different tasks, let's say WP, it has to be after create a logo, so you can always come to predecessors, then you add a predecessor and you say that the predecessor is create logo. So when you come here, you can create as many predecessors as you like. And the good thing about creating the predecessors is that, as I said before, this tool is very visual. When you come to the grand chart table, you see that to create this WP, you first have to create a logo. And you can create as many predecessors as you like. You can move things around and play with this tool. So you can also add resources and details to these specific tasks, or what you like to call it. My point is that this tool, it can adapt to pretty much anything that you have to do, and it's very easy to work with. Also, another thing that you have to have into account, that this tool has many other features that I have not installed in my computer right now. But if you come to install extensions, since Duplan is an open source project, you're going to see that there are many other extensions that you can install. Some of them you have to pay for, all of them are some of them are free, but at the end you can just use pretty much any tool that uh, and any extension that you like. So here are the different extensions that you can install. Some of them are free. It pretty much depends on what would you like to do. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching the video, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye bye.